my earrings. I feel like these are switched.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh my
what's with that?
I don't know about that. All right, we're going to see if we're in all the places because, the wonderful world of technology. Okay, it says that we're live. All right, we are here. Welcome to a Friday night special. Welcome in. I know that we are popping in a little bit early, a little bit late from what we were expecting, but a little bit early from what we're used to. So welcome on in. This was a little special surprise here for this week. We're excited because we are going to have a little like chat while it's maybe dinner time for some of you, maybe hors d'oeuvres and drinks. It's 5 o'clock somewhere for hopefully a few of you guys too. So cheers to Friday. We've made it through the week, and sometimes that's how it goes. We're rushing through the day, and we have Sally and Shannon Stevens from Sunroom Studios here with us today. And Shannon's a school teacher, so she's like hopping out of school, and then she's like popping back in, and then she's got kids too, and then she's here joining us, especially tonight with her mom, Sally, and we're so excited to have them here to teach us a little bit more about polymer clay. So we go way back from my bead store days. I guess we could say it's like my bead store days, and so they used to sell, they used to teach and do things in our store. And so what better thing to do than bring them right here to the forefront, because they aren't in the internet space. They don't do shows. So there's no way to find them except right here, generally right through Stars Beads, or of course on their Etsy page at Sunroom Studios. And so we're really, really always lucky to grab a little bit of their time and dig into their brains and get a little bit of their creativity, because we know that is the goal of our show, is to keep you guys creating and getting you guys excited about maybe sometimes a new medium. So if you guys will notice here, you might know that I wear these earrings an awful lot. And by the way, Shannon and Sally Stevens, I know you guys are listening here. We really like the heart shape. Just saying. I really love them. I was digging through the stash and I found maybe like one or
not too many.
So but I always love the heart shape. I love that they're asymmetrical, and of course all of your awesome different style patterns. And so we've learned a little bit from you guys in the past. I'm going to bring them on screen here. Let's see if we can pop them on. Where are you? Oh, you guys are sitting on far ends. Can you guys squeeze together? Let's see here.
Then.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to bring them in here. I'll put you on the solo screen and you guys can hear me in the background. There we are. Hello, Shannon and Sally.
Hello.
Let's see. So we've got some people entering in. I know that sometimes things are a little slow to share. So make sure you guys like this post, share this post, do all the things that, help the algorithms here on Facebook. And it's free. It's free support for these artisans, as well as here at Stars Beads, to show us that you really, like and care about the things that we have going on here in our little bead life. And so we are getting to jump in here, and because I know we are running a little bit quicker on time here today, but we're I'll put up some links to some of their past lives that we have done to teach you maybe about sometimes like the conditioning of the clay and some different techniques that we have learned in the past and from our last visit. So we have some people. We have Karen Yates Waters. We have Sherry Miller coming in. Oh, Karen is having tacos tonight. It's her son's 30th birthday. And then we've got Rachel coming in. So thank you guys for joining us. So today we're excited because you have a new style that you guys have been getting inspired with. Is that correct?
Well, we have been inspired with it. It's not a unique or new style, but we've made a lot of new jewelry from a technique that we learned.
But it's new out of you.
It is new out of us. And we've changed things a lot. So
well, that's what being inspired is all about. So where did you get this inspiration?
I got the inspiration watching a YouTube video by I wrote it down so I would remember. Shauna Betancourt.
Oh,
Betancourt. It was a
okay.
YouTube video, and she calls it Scrapscapes.
Okay.
And it's if you go on YouTube and put in Scrapscapes under Polymer Clay, you'll come up with a really nice video on how to do what we're going to show you today. We've changed a few things up because we always do, kind of make it our own in a little way. But
Well, one of the
y-
things I like about what'd you call it? The
Scrapscape.
scrapscaping. So it's like kind of taking those maybe some leftovers or some parts that you don't want to not use,
Well,
or
definitely, this is what Shauna did on her YouTube video.
well,
However,
we were
I don't.
talking about upcycling this week, so I find that that's like it just fits so well with our theme this week. So
That's perfect. Well, I don't have a lot of scrap because Shannon is so meticulous that hers, I'm not allowed to use all of her canes. So, for instance, a cane like this,
here,
how
let
do I
me put
show
that
that,
into the
Shannon, this way?
screen here.
Yeah.
Uh,
These canes with this extreme detail in them are
let's see.
not something that would be good for this project. However, I was going to show everybody real quickly how to just make a simple cane, something very simple cane, and
Let's see.
Yep, she can see.
okay,
Yeah, I'm trying
um,
to make it full for you.
because in order to get what we want,
There's an egg. That looks like an egg.
well, in order to get what we want, and we call it tapestry because that's what it looks like to us. It looks like
I thought
tapestry
that
that
was a
you would
really good
see
name for it.
maybe hanging in Princess Diana's bedroom or something like that. So in order to get there, we don't want to use these very intricate canes that Shannon is so acute, astute
But
at
I
making.
noticed in some of the tapestries, though, you could really see the clear, defined lines.
Uh,
That's one of the things in polymer clay that can happen really easily. And I want to make sure that, people really recognize what we're seeing here, because I know that they can be small and sometimes it looks like just a lot of cool color. And we are going to be seeing these here on our Friday Night Live sale here happening at about 7 o'clock. So you'll get to see these up close and personal too.
Exactly. And a pair like these, they're very symmetrical. And that's a challenge to get when you do this process. So sometimes you can't and sometimes you can. But I'm going to show you how to do it best. So
And feel
these were,
free in the chat. Make sure if you guys have any questions, I'm sorry to interrupt. To go ahead and throw them right here into the chat. We're watching those, and I'll ask them, and I'll post them up right here in the banner as we're going, so that we can make it fun.
perfect. Okay, so to end up with earrings like this, I don't know.
Okay, are you ready for us to start?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in order to do this tapestry design that we like, I thought I'd show a very, very quick way for beginners to make a simple cane, something like this, because you want larger pieces, but you don't necessarily want all just a ball of clay. You want some design in it. So simply to roll out some clay, it may be on number 3 of your atlas if you have it, or just roll it out using a tile on either side or playing cards so that you get an even roll. And then I'll just stack it with some different colors.
I always feel like it's like the cooking show. Now, mind you, this has been conditioned and all of the things right before you get to this point, right?
Exactly. You start with a block of clay and you have to soften it and condition it.
Yep.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is just quickly run this through my atlas mill to thin it out. And then I'll just cut off the rough edges. like so. And then just roll it up and roll it up as tightly as you can so that you don't get air in it. This is going to end up being a little more detailed than what I had originally planned, but you get the idea. If you want one like this, you only use 3 colors, a big fat round log of orange, and then a little thin layer of turquoise. This one you see is going to be more detailed than what I had mentioned because I'm confused. But anyway, so you get these pieces and you look over to your your other canes, any canes that you think might be good and in the mix of colors.
Ooh,
You
I
can
love
use
that. Is that a rainbow? That looks like a rainbow cane.
it is.
Oh,
And
that's
you
my style right there.
and you can throw some scraps in, and you can choose any colors that you want. I personally think that the colors don't have to all be in the same family to get a good result, but some people prefer that, like to have all different greens and yellows maybe, or reds and purples together. But I'm
Or
just going to mix.
purple and teal together.
Yes, yes. So, and the one thing that that I always say, and so did my mom feels the same way, and some of the videos that we've watched from other artists is throwing black and white in there. It always creates a really nice contrast, regardless of the colors.
Yeah, and I always have to remind myself that black and white are colors too. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and I guess that's like a whole nother rabbit hole we could go down, but
Yeah, because they're really not. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm going to just gather up all these, and so I make a lot of my own canes, simple canes, not difficult canes, and then you just squish them together.
Look at that.
Just squish them, and it's
This
kind
looks
of
like a
fun.
great activity for Lana Kai and I when she.
There you go.
It's a good sensory. This is good sensory play, and who says you have to stop when you're like 4?
And then maybe
right?
maybe just cut it up a little bit so that you can divide. Make sure that you
Ooh,
don't
look at
have
that already. Look at that.
so that you don't have all of the same color in one spot. And kind of just mix it up, like put that one on that side.
Let's see if I can put us
This
here.
one here.
So, and the fun thing about it is it's kind of hard to really screw it up. I mean, you have fun with it, and even the ones that aren't ideal are still really cool looking. I mean, they really are. They remind me of like some of the tapestries we used to get at remember the big bead shows, Kay?
Yeah.
Bead Fest, and they would have all those like beautiful fabrics that you could get.
Look at that. That totally looks like a Tibetan bead right there. Look at that. Actually, hold that up right now. I want to look, you guys. So you can see how like the solid colors will come in versus where she had some of the patterns. Can you roll that a little bit just to see? We could see where the egg went. We could see where that like turquoise piece went. But that totally looks like a piece from Nepal.
And once you get to this point, it's important, and this is something that I watch a lot of different clay artists and get ideas from them.
Yeah.
But this Shauna Betancourt, one thing that she insisted that you do, and I don't do it for all of mine, but uh, in a case like this, it's important, is to twist it. And you can just lie it on the table and twist it with your hands, or you can hold it up, however you want to do it, and twist this clay.
What
Really,
a difference that makes in
really
terms
good.
of how it really changes that design. Like
It,
a simple little thing, right?
Yeah, it really does, and it really helps to really make sure the colors are being drawn through the entire cane, so
Mm-hmm.
that you're not getting chunks of just green or just white if you didn't chop it up a whole lot. So if she were to cut this in half right now and look at it, put it side by side, it would still be perfectly symmetrical on the inside, which is kind of cool too.
So what we want to end up with is a rectangle, and in order to get it even, you need to have something on either side of your roller, like these, which are kind of like I forget what they call them, but you could use a tile on either side, or
Cards,
stacks of cards, or if you have a rolling, what do you call, pasta machine that has a wide enough setting, you could roll it through there, but mine doesn't, because I like to have my slab a little bit wider. So I'm just gonna roll, and as the roller hits these, it makes this come out level,
Oh,
like
that's neat.
this. And the goal is to have it as rectangular as you can. So I pound the sides down a little bit, scooch it in a little bit like this on either side.
Scooch is a very important term to remember too.
That's a
Scooch,
technical term, right?
yes, scooching your clay. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just make sure it's nice and flat. And then what we're gonna do is cut this into thin strips. And I have one here that I've already started. I've cut off a couple of strips. And what you can do, if you have one of these little measuring rollers, you can find the smallest one, or you could use even a comb and make little marks on the edges so that you know where to cut. So you can do that. I don't usually bother with this, but you can do that. And so then you would take your blade and put it on that little line on one side, and then slide it down to that line on the other side. And you just push it down, and you have this wonderful little slice. And as you can see, I've done this with the first two off this particular cane.
Sorry.
And what's interesting and fascinating and very satisfying is that you will find a pattern in the clay. Getting my glasses. I can't see all of a sudden. Have to get my glasses on to see the pattern so good.
So this is going to line up. So yeah, go ahead and line that up there.
Yeah, see how the pattern lines up so beautifully, like this? And when you cut these, you have to keep in mind that, I might have to switch it over.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind that you have to use them in order as you go, because when you cut these slices, if you get them out of order, they won't match up. Sometimes I can't find where it matches exactly, so I use the second two that I've cut and find that match. I don't know if these got mixed up or not. You see how beautifully these match.
So this is correct. This one needs to be rotated around.
This way.
No.
There we
totally
go.
Flipped around. This end goes here.
I put up
There we
your
go.
link to
go.
your Etsy shop so you can check them out. But we have all of their stuff. So
Okay, so you just continue doing this and matching up the pattern. Like that, and you continue slicing and matching until you've gotten to this point where they're all together. So I'm gonna lift these up.
So this here that you guys see is literally that chunk already sliced all the way up, and you're folding it this way, and then you're folding it backwards as you slice to create the symmetry. And then she's put them all together.
And usually by the time you get to this point, there's lumps and bumps because not all of your slices were perfectly even. So you take a piece of, they call it patty paper or deli paper, and put it over your piece and use something to burnish it. And I think the roller is a heavy roller like this is great. And you don't roll it like you're trying to stretch it out. You just push down and burnish it so that you make all the layers even. And sometimes it takes longer than others. It depends on how well you cut.
Look
And
how cool that looks, though. It looks like you say, those rugs.
yeah, and you want to make sure you can tell with the deli paper if you have unevenness because you can see the air pockets.
Can you move it up a little?
Ooh.
I
What
can't.
happened?
Okay, so then you use your blade to lift it up, and you have what they call a slab, and it's
Ooh.
beautiful with all this amazing pattern in it. But it's thin. It's very thin. If you would cut your um, slices thicker, then it wouldn't be quite as thin. But what you can do if it's too thin is put a back on it.
And that's what you do with most of your pieces anyway, right?
Most of them.
I
And
like it. I like it that way.
a back would be just, you can do any color you want. You could, use a colorful back or whatever, but I usually just use black. And usually you want to texture the back so that it doesn't show all the fingerprints and everything. And the easiest way to do that is with just a piece of medium sandpaper like this. And you just lay it down and push it in so that you're not distorting the clay too much, but you're leaving a pattern. And then because this is you want to be on the back of the earring, you would then use your blade to lift this up and flip it over so that the side you want to show will be showing. And then you lay your slab on top like that. Obviously, I didn't cut my black quite big enough. And I would then use the deli paper once again to just gently roll it. If you put it through the pasta machine, it will stretch out your pattern. So you can do that, but I usually just roll it so I'm sure that both layers are adhered. And then you just choose whatever cutter you want to use. Because of the way the pattern is, I tend to use a long, thin cutter so that I can try to match up the design so that I have some more symmetrical, because that's my goal. And a lot of people don't care about that, but that's my goal, is to have symmetrical earrings. So I'll find two that look similar. And we put saran wrap down because if you put saran wrap down, not only does it keep the clay from sticking to your cutter, it also sort of domes the edges of the clay a little bit. And a lot of people don't do that either, but I like it. So I'm going to choose this area right here, and I'm just going to press down and
It's
wiggle
helpful
it.
that you can see through the back too when you're cutting that, so you can kind of know what you're cutting.
Exactly. And then I'm going to go next to it so I have a similar design and use the same cutter so that I have a pair. And again, wiggle it. And then you can use all different size cutters and just use up as much of this as you can. But at this point, what I'm going to do, just so that you can get on with your rest of your evening, is pull this up. This one didn't cut quite all the way through, so I'm going to find where it settles in and push again. That's my dog.
Oh, I was
All right.
thinking that's my cat.
I heard the kitty too.
He wants to go out. Hey.
All right. So now you see here that we have two sort of symmetrical pieces. If you have to play a little bit with this clay, if the cutter didn't, the plastic cutters don't do a great job getting all the way down. So I'll just do it again like that. Push it out. Okay. And then smooth the edges with your fingers. You might in the future have to sand a little bit after you've baked it, but just smooth the edges like this. And then you want to put a hole in it, and I usually just use a nice Kemper. I think they're called Kemper cutters, like this, and put a hole in the top, and another hole. I bet you there's a fox out there. And that's it. That's what you have, and you can do it in all different shapes. Then you bake it according to the directions on the clay.
You should definitely do it in heart shapes.
Oh
And
yeah.
yes, heart shapes.
I'm sorry. I love hearts too. But and you could do this in heart shapes, but you do lose the symmetry. I guess that's what I was going with, because the heart, you couldn't get
Well, that's okay. Just heart shape in
the
general.
same. Yeah, okay.
I love all your
Even
styles.
we will do more heart shapes for you. So that's how we do what we call our tapestry line, and it's fairly simple, and you can use up some scraps, and you can also just make some simple canes.
I
So
love it. I love it.
something like this, just roll it up, and maybe you could get another
Well,
you
and
know an,
when we have so many good colors that you've given to us,
oh
I'm
yeah, well, the
excited.
colors, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, the colors. I love these colors together, but we have all kinds of colors. Yeah. And these did you see these? I gotta
I
show
will
this.
note that you could use more purple.
That's Shannon's color here.
Yeah.
This is a Shannon.
I think that there could be more purple, teal, and magenta.
Well, I just finished a magenta cane.
Well, I love the new magenta line you just sent me too, which are kind of those colors, but that's a really nice design.
Yep.
It's a water lily that I it was the first time I did one, so I'll need to make some changes, but yeah, it's fun. It's addicting.
Well, I think a flower. I mean, you don't have to have real flowers in your canes.
I do agree with you. However, I'm working on birth flowers for the birth months,
Oh, okay.
and so
Well,
my water
that'll be.
lilies.
Well,
Yeah.
I love your cane making. So
Purple.
let's see. Can I get us all on here? Well, yeah, because you've told us how to condition. You showed us how to make a rainbow. Slab. I
Blend.
guess
A
a
blend.
rainbow slab.
A
Uh,
blend, yeah.
Yep, you did the blend, and then you showed us how to make. Remember, you did. What do you call those when you put all your canes onto one big, like a mosaic style piece?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the collages.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
yes.
collages.
I think collages are like my favorite.
I know they're a lot of fun.
I
Well,
see. Yeah.
they're a
But
lot of work. All
wait,
of these
Yeah.
they're
pieces.
so much work. It's like, I mean, each one of these little things that you see in here is a different cane. There's
Yeah,
like 20 canes to make this one. And
yeah. That's
so,
what I'm thinking. My heart earrings. I mean, that in itself, I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, easily like 8 different canes in mine.
yeah. And it's a lot harder than this.
Yeah.
But I think these are so pretty. So if Shannon would give me more canes, I would make more collages. So talk to her.
Or we need all of you guys so you can see that canes are. It's amazing, these little pieces of art, and then putting all of them together into an even grander piece of art. Oh my goodness, I always love your work. Let's see. We'll remove from stage. There we go. Oh my gosh. Well, I always thank you for taking a little bit time out of your week to come join us and share a bit of your expertise. I always love your style, your color. I love your teamwork too, even though Shannon should share more. Let's see. I'm going to. I guess we can't hear you without this other screen here. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, there we go. We can hear you now.
I said if she was nicer to me, I would share more.
I'm pretty nice.
Hey, you know what it's like. You wait till your kids say that to you.
Yeah.
That's when it gets to bite you, right? Well, I bet you're ready for some summertime.
Oh yes.
The countdown is on, right?
Absolutely.
My son is.
Pool opens in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Mhm.
You guys, it's getting into skin weather, right? So now you can be putting on all those layers of jewels. I think more necklace layers, more wrists. You can go all the way up the arm if you want.
Yes.
Oh well, we love your pieces, and we're excited to. We're gonna see you guys. I have like several hundred. There's no way we'll be able to get through them all. But you know, these guys kind of disappear for summer, they disappear for winter, so we get kind of different times of year that we get a chance to get these guys and their work, you know, and nail them down. And so I take every opportunity when she says, "Hey, we happen to put some new things together. Should we send them to you?" I said, "Yes, please." Should we
Yeah,
send you a half ton or a ton? I said, "A ton. I'll take a ton."
Thank you, Kay.
here's some
Yeah.
more. Here's some more we're working on. This is,
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it.
you see the colors? Oh yeah.
Oh, yummy.
Oh, put them back.
That's what I can do.
That's what you can. Well,
Yeah, I can do these. So we'll be making stuff out of these before
hey,
long.
you are the original there.
Well,
Well, ladies, now we gotta get off here so that we can now share your work a little bit. So we're going to be hopping on to Friday Night Live. So for those that are popping in here on this live, thank you so much for joining us and playing a little bit. It's kind of like getting us warmed up, conditioned for what we are going to be seeing here on Friday Night Live. So we've got a bunch of things. Let's see. You should sell your awesome cutters. That's what Cherry Miller says.
yeah. We have sent in our favorite collage pieces to you too. You have
Yes,
them tonight.
those pink ones.
They're an off white and pink and
Yes.
green. They're absolutely amazing. What was the original flower?
It was a hawthorn. I think
Hawthorn.
like the month of May, April or May. But the pieces I got off of that were really cool.
Yeah.
Well, that magenta, I mean, you know, just that pop, like it's just how I feel about turquoise. You just get that pinch in there, and it really just, I think, brings out all of the other colors. So, and you know what? I've been really kind of getting stuck on yellow.
Okay.
Yellow has been
Look at this. This is coming.
Oh, can you see it, Kay?
Oh, you
Oh,
can't
here,
see
hold
it.
on.
I'm
Here.
sorry.
No,
It's a
put it up
yellow
on the screen.
rose.
Why isn't it? Oh, here.
Shannon made a yellow rose.
Ooh,
see
there you
it?
go.
And this
It's kind of
is,
hard to see.
yeah, here's another one.
Oh, whoa! Look at that. Yeah, you can really see that. That,
So
I mean,
this is the only
that was
piece
so
she gave
real.
me.
That was
This
so
little weenie one.
There you go. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to you.
Hey, and happy Mother's Day to all of us here and to all of you guys out there too. Fur babies, however it comes, you know. All right, fantastic, ladies. I gotta hop off and start another live.
All right. Good luck.
So,
Good luck
so
tonight.
feel free if you want to hop
you.
in there. But thanks so much for chatting with us here this evening. And you have a fantastic summer. I know I'll be chatting with you. But you know, feel free if you guys have any questions. You guys can hop on the Friday Night Live. You can also throw things up into the chat. I also have let's see. This is where you can find them on their Etsy. Etsy.com shop at Sunroom Studios. Is that correct? I just want to make
That
sure.
is
Does
correct.
That look right?
Yeah, www.etsy.com.
Okay. So, but I think it'll still pop up with that. So you can check out some of the ready-made, but we have all the components. Okay, so we've got all the ones that you can make them your own. They keep them pretty simple online, so it's a better deal. Hop on Friday Night Live because that's where you're going to be getting the freshest goodies and some of their newest things at actually some of the best prices out there. Right?
Right.
All right.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you,
ladies.
Kay.
Thank you so much, and we will
Thank
see you guys again soon.
All right, bye.
See
Thank
ya.
you.